Greetings and welcome back to our CK3 Cons of the Steppe series. So, apologies for the lack of update last Friday. I was just busy and unfortunately didn't get a chance to record. But here we are. I'm going to try to get this out soon, and then I should hopefully be back on Friday as well. So with that said, I did take a quick look on some locations here. Right now we do have something to look for here on the Mongol Confederation. We are obviously still here in the Kumans. I was taking a look. I don't plan on migrating anytime soon, but you never know. So I was seeing what would be a good place to migrate to. And honestly, I was thinking maybe somewhere around here had some decent land. Like, was it this? Like, here's like 5 places right there. Well, 4 technically. That we could potentially build if we want to keep that, you know, like this area as our own. Like if we do here, all right, there's 2 there. Could build 3 here, could build 4 here, so these 2. But it was this one, right? Yeah, obviously it's actually, you know, taken and got actual buildings on there, but you know, in the future, and it's also next to a good body of water, we might be able to actually build something like that. Otherwise, I was taking a look around here, and obviously there are some places that we could. This is the Caspian Sea. But I was taking a look and see, like, obviously this one is like the best because you could potentially build 4 here. I know it doesn't really matter if you only have like 2 buildings or 2 counties in it, but I always like ones that have multiple, you know, so I could personally take control. Here would be decent, but the wetlands I'm not the biggest fan of. If we wanted to go here, there's 3. And a bunch of wetlands is the issue with this area. 2, 3 with forest. All right, here's 4. All right, so it's not so bad. I was really hoping that these would have like more options, but that's something for farther in the future, I think. But I was taking a look because I wanted to see become the greatest of all cons. What we needed for this? Yep, gain the trait greatest of cons, Mongol invasion, blah blah blah. So what we need? Unrestricted dominance, which we're not near because we need 75,000. We are almost. We need 30,000 to get absolute, so there is that. What else would we need? We would need, I think, empire tier title, highest, yeah, and all of our nomadic powerful vassals are obedient. Unfortunately, obedience costs prestige, and I want to keep some prestige for things that are going to be needed. We could dominate title. All right, so with that said, last time we became a king, and what we need to do is become an emperor. Now, unfortunately, as it turns out, the imperial title that we actually are closest to, if we take a look here, with the Kumans, is taken by the Kyrgyz here. The Kyrgyz Empire title, which is our tributary. We can't do anything about it just yet. We could, but as soon as we dominate title, starts a domination war against Khatun Samar, the Kyrgyz. We need at least absolute dominance. We need 5,000 more herd. Well, secondary here, we are getting rather old. We are good health, but who knows how long we're gonna last, so I kind of want to keep an eye out on that for the future. Plus side though, all right, so the Mongolian Confederation, I don't know who the leader is of the Mongolian Confederation, but gotta keep an eye on them in case they decide something. Also, I think I want to start doing a mighty endeavor here, so we want to do a legitimizing Hunnic heritage, or a mighty endeavor for WoW. Few bear in the name of WoW has done so much. Gonna cost 300 gold, 75 prestige for a month. You know what? Yeah, let's do that. All right, the Legend Chronicle. We'll take a look at that once we're closer. In the meantime, Aid Stargazer. I think we're facing a chaotic succession, so we gotta keep an eye on that as well. Stargazer. Chief Law Overseer aptitude for other court positions. Cultural acceptance, control plagues, improve skills, caravan. I'm trying to just think. Foreign emissary, is that? Cultural acceptance, court musician, legend spread chance. Alright, it's gonna cost that, but the closer we get and spread this, the easier it'll be. Ugh. Do we not have a quartermaster? Do we not have a court chronicler? And I guess not. Siege engineer, chief bodyguard, carrion, exhibit illustrious, search for rare artifacts. Search for rare artifacts, actually. And what exactly? Toggle automation. Extol the legend. All right, we'll be making a little less cash, but it's fine. Oh, we have an event going on here. Stress, powerful pooches. We can gain we can gain a pet dog, or our daughter can. Let's just do that. We can hold the court. It's gonna cost prestige. We need prestige. But you know what? Let's hold the court for the first time. And we actually look pretty comfortable there. All right, Shadow in the Night. All right, someone with Steel Engrave. Body's Call. Gains 12 in Physician. Almighty gains Encourage, Grave Robbing. Gain 26 Dread. Ooh. Spend 6 Court Grandeur. Every non-callous or sadistic will lose to Opinion. Rest of Grave Robber. Call, just cut it out. The Dread could actually be good for us. I'm not gonna lie. They lose 20 opinion of us because we'd be impious. Popular opinion. Call, just cut it out. My vassal approaches my throne, my liege. Sure. My acquaintance, Shepherd's Young, beg you Unis to my side. Bowden trying to harm my son. I have no evidence, but suspect beg Tedder. By Tengri, I will question. Malice is not a crime in itself. Oh yeah, we have court artifacts. We should display them. Stallion's pelt. Oh, renowned heart hide. Large wall. The WoW crest. And another one right next to each other, I suppose. And there. I think that's everything we got for court artifacts, court grandeur. We're at like 5, but we only need like 1. Oh no, we could potentially get to 5. All right. For now, I think that'll be nice. And I want to go raiding, capture gold. Herd. Yeah. Plunder. Ooh. Yeah. We're gonna go plundering. We're gonna raise as raiders. And then we're gonna head to Fergana. These are actual niece. All right, we got a new child of our dynasty. It's Call. So, and I was gonna name him Kalasar. So let's see. Text. Yeah. All right. So. Yes. Yes. Hopefully he's a military man or something, but if not, we'll make him one. So we have a new heir. No, we're. I don't think we're gonna make him our heir. Just yet. You know, probably not good to have a 0-year-old as your heir. All right, who are we educating? Are we educating? We have 2. Oh, Kia's about to come of age. When do you come of age? All right, so this year. All right, so we'll just educate you ourselves. And I think Dothraki had another son. Dothrak, yeah. Intelligent, her cute man. All right, you know what? I'm gonna have to educate some of these kids, or at least only one of them. But yes, so now we have. In fact, you know what? Let's take a look. Call Kalasar. We're educating them. Yes, cool. So here is Kalasar, the future greatest of Khans. Because let's be honest, Dothrak is not going to be able to do it in his lifetime. It's unfortunate, but because we can't get that. What was it? Unrestricted. Yeah. We can't get the unrestricted dominance in his lifetime. Probably. We'll at least be able to get to absolute. That should help. And we'll try to live as long as we can to educate Kalasar before we make him our heir. We'll at least be able to know, and then we can decide. Because we have Know Thyself. But in the meantime, we are raiding. And still facing a chaotic succession. Demand tributaries. Issue is, it costs like a bunch of prestige to demand. And I think we need to wait for a couple years before we can do that dominate, so we can get the title, the empire title. So what are the empires? So yeah, they are Kyrgyz, Khazaria, Turan, Persian Empire. So those are Rajasthan, Tibet. Okay, so you know, as it were for if we go back to Genghis Khan's here, he did you know, Mongolia, which obviously it hasn't been added with China, and did that way. I think maybe we should go down south and go for the Persia area. Unless we could go for the Byzantines as well if we wanted to go more west. But that's future. That's Genghis Khan stuff. In the meantime, we need to just double check. I got everyone doing things. We're raiding. Manage fertility. Yes. So call. We have you doing that. All right. Just double checking on there. Speaking of, if we do 4 approved, 2 oppose. Obeys no one. Obeys no one. So I'm assuming it's those 2 that are opposed. So we'll have to deal with that at some point. Khaleesi. Oh yeah, and then our grandson. Totally forgot about you. Well, at least you'll inherit as something at some point. No, what did I want to look at? I wanted to look at the fertility. Cold Zood, because we're in the Cold Zood now, but we have 90% chance of everlasting summer and 10% chance of blessing of the blue sky, which is once in a lifetime. And that could actually be a really good choice for us. And also the Khazars. Anything we do, we have a truce. At least we could go to war against them whenever our truce is over. We have so much diplomacy stuff. We'll figure that out later. But let me just continue raiding and see what happens, right? Don't think anything interesting is going to happen as we're raiding for Ghana, but in case it does. Alright. before we continue on, I do want to make sure we build. We have the Yurt of the Warriors. I want to build a small court yurt because that's going to get that the chronicler stuff, and I don't think we can get the. I don't really care for the warriors one. I'll save this in case we do move for the barter stalls, which I think we're going to need the Paisa decision. So let me just see here. What do we need? Establish Paisa. We need the ledger innovation, which I think we are researching now, since we are also the head of the Kumans. Yeah, obviously it's not going to happen in our lifetime. That's unfortunate. Holy sites. Do we have anything? We have 3. Well, not us, but 3 are in our claim. We could try to reform. That will require quite a lot of piety. So, yeah, I think we'll just ignore that for now. But if we wanted to move closer to someone so we could establish like the Paisa, I think that's what we need for the barter. We need the Paisa and be bordering someone who is not a nomad. So like I said, it could be good if we wanted to move this way in the very far future. Oh, Crusader Kings. The Christians can now do holy wars. That's gonna be fun in the future. Alright, I think it's time for us to head back. Drop off our loot. No, what? No, I wanted to pay ransom. 25 gold. Nah, nice. Alright, after a bunch of raiding, we managed to actually get up to 30,000, so we can change to absolute. Yes. Change dominance. Alright. Now we need 75,000. That's gonna be a little more difficult. And we have a faction here. I don't know what faction is angry at us, but in the meantime, nothing much has changed. We're educating our children here, or grandchildren. We have Dothrak, and as well as Khalasar, who is bossy, so we're making him go to Marshall. He'll be the second coming of us. Paul can probably just continue doing what he does. In the meantime, we're saving up some cash. I have an idea for it all. We're also spending some of it on just upgrading all of this, so I don't want to spend all of the money we just made on here, but this would be good for the long run, I think, having this fully be upgraded. Fishing boats would be nice if we were... Ooh, nomadic fishing, yeah. Disappear. If we were near a body of water, which I guess we aren't. I mean, technically we are, but not big enough. Cruelty, herd capacity, army loot, movement, land speed, herd conversion, portable forges, alchemy yurt, yurt of the righteous. A lot of these we just can't build. Alright. How is this coming along? Because I haven't checked this in a while. We could complete it. Oh, Lord. Only 22? We've been doing this for quite a while. 22 Bernies. Might just be better to just end it so we can just get more cash. So we can stop our guys from spreading it. Alright, just as an aside here, I had this dude go do an inspiration. He made the Kuman shield. Not what I actually asked for, but hey, you know what? It's actually, you know, at least decent. So we're just getting more and more tributaries and vassals. Kuman shield, that should at least help with our renown. Once we get another renown perk, we're going to go for Scorched Earth, and then we can unlock the Terrorize raid intent. I'm not entirely sure what the Terrorize one will do, but someone did tell me that it was actually pretty good, so we'll go for that. And we are still alive. I think we're in relatively good health as well. Neighbors can be vassalized. See, we just keep vassalizing I think that's our grandson. No, that's our son-in-law, right? He's over here somewhere. I don't know, there was a lot of people around. You guys are not vassalized. Guess I might have to go after you guys. Speaking of which, allied. I mean, you're just a normal dude. Could invade, overrun. Huh. Okay, so the Pechanga Confederation. Could bring you under tribute. Invade. We could go for. You're not a horde either. Nomadic. You're not nomadic. You are. Iltaber the wolf. Invade. I can't do humiliation wars. Oh, it's probably because I'm the biggest. Yeah, that makes sense. Could bring you under tribute. Why is that there? Not border your own or any of your other tributaries. Fair enough, fair enough. Could invade and just take it. We'd be close to the Byzantines, which could be good or ill. Oh goose, oh goose. Could bring you under tribute. I'm just trying to figure out a way for us to get more herd. Because our tributaries are always getting war declared upon them. They usually win, but still, some lose, some just leave. It's Alright, duchies can be created. I still can't do any of this until 936, I think it said. We can move into conquered lands, but then we'd have to stick around there. And yeah. Herd and nomadic horde are exchanged for gold and special soldiers. Your domicile buildings are exchanged for gold. I don't think we'd be able to do all the con stuff, so we're gonna ignore it for now. 10 years. 936. Okay, yeah. And that's desperate times. We don't really need that. 936 is when we're supposed to get the new season as well. How is legend chance? 25. All right, we've been doing this for a couple years now. I don't think we're gonna be able to actually do that. We'll just complete it now. A mighty endeavor for WoW. Dothrax legend, the gods of my faith. It says 50% chance, so we'll have to see if we can build it. A legend of Yabgu Dothrak of the Kumans is as great and large as powerful as his deeds are unparalleled. Upon hearing the vague rumors that plague the land, it says hard to accomplish a difficult endeavor. Marvelous adventures and great deeds of arms for such if all kings had wondered thereof and many nobles. No end to the tale. He helped those in danger and avenged their affronts. Bandits, beasts, and evildoers cannot hide from the fury of his blade. Alright, so that's nice. And that's a book, right? So could we place it somewhere? Or is that like... books? No. Huh. Moving to conquered land, yeah. Commission legend artifact. Oh, okay. Missing 46 gold. Call for an assembly. Forsake nomadism. Alright, well, it's looking like we didn't get the building. So that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Almaty. Can we not? Yeah, settlement of Almaty. All right, let's hold an assembly here. I don't know if that's actually a thing. At least we're getting our money back. Old court, yeah. Damn, that's just red. Hey. Submit to suzerain. They want us. I know they don't want us. I'm just saying that. Demand as a tributary. All right, we'll give them a shot. See if they accept. And there, yeah. There's the Oghuz sovereignty war, which means we would get all their stuff and their subjects. Bolsia, Khazars. Luckily, if we do end up moving, like I keep saying we might, because you never know, we do have this opened that I can upgrade for whatever terrain we go for, which I think if we do move that way, it's going to end up being like the sheep. Steppes or plains. So we'll hold off and build that if we need to, so we can stay there for as long as we can. But yes. Negotiate. Demand obedience. Yes, become obedient. Still facing the chaotic succession. I think we're always going to be facing that until I figure out to actually demand obedience from all these guys. And I should actually check the succession, see which one's disapproved. 3 disapproved now. Alright, you, and you. Alright. Huh. Nothing that we can do about Khaleesi, I'm afraid. Demand obedience from you. Demand obedience from you. Oh, you did not. Interesting. Someone actually is fighting me. All right. So what do we want to do? Okay, just invade. Bring him under our tribute. Yeah. We're gonna go on a tributary war. So let's just go kick their butts real quick. Oh, I did send another dude off to go to West Africa, and he's come back with, oh, an Aram. This ancient, dark, and piercing generations come and go. So old that many believe to be the fabled spear Aram. Awesome. So you know what? Let's put that straight on display. Nice, nice, nice. All right. 936, almost 937. I just did a quick little war here and disband that just so we could take this, and now it's all pretty good red there. I suppose we could continue on to the Oghuz Confederation and get to like the Caspian Sea and whatnot. Man, we are just like going far. What is this? This is the steppes and no, dry lands. Well, what's the difference between like dry lands and what something else? So like steppe. Negative 50% county fertility, 35. What's dry lands? All right, it's almost slightly. It actually is slightly better than. Yeah. Yeah. But we have this. I don't know what we're gonna do with actual lands. Don't think we can actually do anything since, you know, nomadic. But it's good to have, I suppose. It's not nomadic settlement. Oh wait, we should. But since we do, Let me just check something here. Ah, we can construct barter stalls now. So we're gonna construct that. And I bet... we'll just have to check in 3 months. That we'll be able to build the whatever it is that lets us... Hey, the step season has changed. Everlasting summer. And we got another perk here. We're already whole of body scholars. Prolific, pilgrimage, prophet, radiant, learning per level, devotion. I think we're good there. Guess we could probably switch off of learning focus now. We got whole of body and everything. I did give Kalasar here ambitious and eccentric, so he's got that going for him. I don't think I'm gonna give him calm, let him be a little different from us, but we'll have to see what he ends up getting. But yes, but he's 8 now, only 8 more years. We could potentially actually live 8 years and make him our heir right away. Found holy order, move in to conquer, dominate title. All right, so we can dominate title. I think people would hate us because we go up against a tributary, wouldn't we? Technically, huh? So I guess we could release them. Release tributary, do the dominate title, and then like take it back. No, not sure there. We'll have to see. And I just wanted to see how the economy is on all of these. Nah, not much to go on there. Could build a great fire temple in this area, huh? Interesting. Of Beg Amet. Alright. But what's next on the agenda? I think we should probably try to do that low county control. Well, it's not like we can really do much. Increase control, I guess. Gorgonge. We can usurp the Chemics. Can station men at arms. Oh yeah. Suppose we could actually upgrade. Do we want any other ones? Recruit from subjects. We get some Keshig. Instead, plains and jungle and wetlands and mountains not good. Light cav, heavy cav, elephant cav. Cataphract archers. Huh. Turkon. Well, you guys let me know what kind of man-at-arms we should be going for next. Fill that out. Man tributaries. Neighbors can be vassalized. And we're just gonna keep vassalizing people, because why not? Still facing this chaotic succession. There's nothing I can really actually do about children lack guardians. Whoa. Oh, shit. Okay. Veus. Rock. Dosh. And Sirma. There we go. The man herd, but that's only like 112. Not worth actually doing. I don't know, I'm actually surprised. Oh, to be fair, they are only 45. We were rather old when we started having kids. Create some titles. Duchy Kyrgyz. Yeah, Kyrgyz is like, I guess the only one we could potentially actually get. Well, no, I guess. All right, let's just close this. If we took like this area here, we could do with the Empire of Turan, I suppose. Well, that's all impassable territory, actually. We need to take like these bits here. All right. Uh, excellent. Excellent. Hey, call is now a renowned physician. Oh, speaking of which, I want to check. Cold Zood or abundant grazing. So that's not going to be fun. But hey, at least it's everlasting summer in the central steppes where we are. So that's nice. Full legitimate barter stalls installed. Oh. Seriously? Dothraki, you want to go somewhere? Skills legendary. Sponsor, he wants to go to the Middle East. You know what? Go. We'll go and raid. Actually, we're about to terrorize soon. In a couple months, I'd say. So I want to see what the barter stalls are like. All right, herd income. We need 75 gold, obviously. So what can we build here? Paisa office. Median score of character with your Paisa unlocks innovation. Wealth of the steppe. Herd barter. Someone wealthy allows you to trade 10% of your herd for gold. 10% of our herd for gold. How much gold? 10 to 1. I'm bad at math. Alright, so 10% of our herd would be 3,700. And if it's 10 to 1, so what, 370 gold? Yeah. Foreign warriors. You receive a regiment of foreign men-at-arms. Ooh, interesting. Could go for a little randomness, I suppose. And let me guess, we could. It's hills terrain. Oh no, we can't. I guess drylands are hills or something. I don't know what drylands fall under, to be honest. Barter stalls, yeah. We don't have the cash. I think it's time we're gonna go raid as soon as we get that terrorize. Oh yeah. He's off on an adventure. So there we go. We'll just have another. No siege engineer still. Any prisoners can be ransomed? 10 gold, sure. For a hook. 225, why not? Better than 10 gold. I guess 10 gold for you. 10 gold. 225. Oh, guess we gotta wait. Does not have it. I guess 10 gold then. Alright, at least we'll have a little extra cash there. Alright. Something unique. Exotic animal, trinket. I want to possess something truly unique. Alright, in the meantime, let's take a look at our domain. And I think we're going to end the episode here. So, this actually went a whole lot better than I thought it would. I'm going to be honest, I told you thought Dothrak was going to die this episode. But, hey. Gotta love the old fart. 75 years old, still going strong, feeling fine. Kalasar is 8. Wonder. I mean, we actually don't really need to go. He is the best eugenics. So I guess let's see here. Who would be the best alliance? City of Liangzhou. Liangzhou. I'm not even gonna. All right. Biggest prestige gain. Oh. All. There we go. Iltaber, Emin, Chiefess. Alright, well, that's something we can look for in the future. It's gotta be friggin' Khaleesi. She's got the lover's pox. He's unlanded. I guess he lost all of his land. Oh no, he hasn't even been landed. His dad's still alive. Whoops. Totally forgot. I even befriended her. And she still is like, meh. Call's gonna be kind of angry if we changed it. Oh no, we can't. We can't change it. It can only be one of our children. Okay. I see. I see. All right. Well, I guess I can't even make Kalasar. And that's a shame. Oh well. Who knows how long Call is gonna stick around. But in the meantime, like I said, we're gonna end this episode here. Unless there's anything else I'm missing. Modify vassal contract. Vassal stances. Not sharing power. Laws. Yep, the domains. Alright, yep. Court event. Point Dothraki, wow, as your bodyguard. Take your swords, give them training blades. Altunopa versus Dothraki. Should both serve me. He's only got, Dothraki only has an average aptitude for bodyguarding. Interesting. All right, I don't know what that actually means. Give them blades, I guess. All right. With that said, if you have any other suggestions, let me know. And we're gonna end this episode. So next time we're gonna do some terrorizing. Declared war. Guess we could demand. Big Kutlu is under attack. We can demand. Demand obedience. Okay. I don't. He's not even on. He's obedient to us, even though he's not under. You know, whatever. Offer military assistance. No. All right. Stone of glass. Nah, I think we're good. Ooh, there we go. Now we actually have some cash. Sorry, I just said I was gonna end it. But there we go. We can open our legacy. Have scorched earth. Now I guess this will let me know what terrorize actually does. Types of loot. Prestige and dread may destroy buildings or reduce development. Oh. I'm gonna be honest, is that really useful? If it is, let me know how useful and how we should implement that. Otherwise, maybe it would have been better to go for one of these, but it is what it is. Like, going down all the way here unlocks the Kashig man-at-arms. But I could have sworn. No. We could, yeah, we could just buy some, so we don't need to unlock. I guess one of our tributaries has it. Interesting. All right, leave a like if you like, leave a dislike if you dislike, but tell me why, and I shall see you all later.